There is a reason you can't fit into normal circles, and there is a reason the world feels like it's constantly pushing against you. It's because you are carrying a frequency that the 99% cannot comprehend. Archangel Michael is stepping forward right now to reveal the sovereign mark placed upon your spirit, a mark that is currently being tested by the unseen gateway. This isn't just about being special. It's about being weaponized for a divine purpose. If you have been feeling a strange pressure in your chest or a sudden detachment from your old life, you are currently undergoing a sacred screening. Michael is filtering the crowd, and only the chosen 1% will receive the keys to the next kingdom. If you feel the weight of this calling, smash the like button to lock in your identity, subscribe to the Army of Light to claim your rank, and comment "I carry the mark" to signal the heavens that you are ready for the final revelation. Stay focused, because the signs I'm about to reveal will prove once and for all that you were never meant to be ordinary. Have you ever felt like an outsider in your own life? Like you're watching a movie that everyone else is enjoying, but you can see the glitches in the screen? That is the first sign of the sovereign mark. This mark isn't a physical scar. It's a spiritual weight that makes it impossible for you to find comfort in normal things. Archangel Michael is revealing that your loneliness was never a curse, it was a divine isolation. The 1% are separated before they are elevated. Michael has been keeping you in a spiritual cocoon to protect your frequency from being diluted by the 99%. When you carry this mark, your very presence agitates the shadows in other people. This is why people sometimes react to you with unprovoked anger or jealousy. They aren't reacting to you. They are reacting to the light of the general that shines through you. This isolation is your training ground. Michael is stripping away your reliance on human validation so that when he hands you the keys to the kingdom, your only loyalty is to the divine. Do you feel that heavy golden pressure in your spirit right now? That is the mark reacting to this truth. As you stand before the unseen gateway, you are undergoing a sacred screening. Michael is not just looking at your deeds. He is scanning your spiritual integrity. The gateway is a mirror. It reflects back to you exactly who you are when no one is watching. The tests you've been facing lately, the sudden betrayals, the financial tight spots, the moments of deep doubt, these were not attacks. They were stress tests for your soul. Michael is checking to see if your armor of light has any cracks. He is searching for frequency, leaks, old habits or grudges that could cause you to collapse under the weight of the coming abundance. The chosen 1% are those who have been crushed but refuse to break. Every time you chose kindness over revenge, or faith over fear, you passed a level of this screening. Michael is standing at the control panel of your destiny, watching how you handle the heat. The suspense is high because the screening is almost over. Are you ready to see the results of the test you didn't even know you were taking? The 99% live in a frequency of survival, but the chosen 1% are being tuned to the frequency of sovereignty. Michael is currently recalibrating your internal antenna. Have you noticed that your intuition has become razor sharp lately? You can sense a lie before it's even spoken. You can feel the energy of a room change the moment you walk in. This is because Michael is upgrading your spiritual hardware. He is moving you away from the static of the world and into the clear signal of the heavens. This new frequency allows you to hear the midnight signal with perfect clarity. Michael is whispering strategies into your subconscious while you sleep, ideas for business, solutions for family healing, and blueprints for your legacy. The world calls it luck, but Michael calls it alignment. The suspense is in the realization that you are no longer operating by the rules of this world. You are a high-frequency asset in Michael's army. Can you hear the subtle hum of the divine signal vibrating in your ears? Now, Michael reveals the true purpose of your past suffering, the weaponization. Every tear you cried in secret, every night you spent wondering why life was so hard, Was Michael tempering your spirit like a sword in a forge? He took your pain and hammered it into wisdom. He took your betrayal and turned it into discernment. The 1% are the only ones who can handle the power that is coming because they are the only ones who have been through the fire. Michael is showing you that your scars are actually your spiritual credentials. Without that pain, you wouldn't have the grip necessary to hold the sword of authority. He is transforming your history into your greatest weapon. You aren't a victim of your past. You are the architect of the future because you know exactly what it takes to rebuild from ashes. The suspense is breaking. You are finally seeing that nothing was wasted. Are you ready to wield the very pain that tried to kill you as a weapon of victory? As you move deeper into the screening, Michael performs a divine opening. He places his thumb between your brows, and you feel a sudden, intense heat. This is the activation of your spiritual sight. The chosen 1% are being granted the ability to see the code behind the matrix. You are no longer fooled by the physical appearance of things. Michael is giving you the power to see people's true intentions and the hidden spiritual forces at play in your life. Have you been having vivid, almost hyper-real dreams lately? Or perhaps you're seeing repeating numbers like 111, 444, or 777 everywhere you look. These aren't coincidences. They are Michael's digital handshakes. He is training your vision to recognize the unseen gateway, even in broad daylight. This sight is a heavy gift. It means you can see the traps before you step into them, but it also means you see the spiritual hunger in others. Michael is instructing you to use this sight not for judgment, but for navigation. The suspense is thickening now that your eyes are open. You realize how close the sudden shift actually is. Can you feel the tingling pressure in your mind as your spiritual vision begins to sharpen? Within the unseen gateway, Michael pulls back the curtain on your spiritual heritage. He reveals that your bloodline in this world is only half the story. You are actually part of a celestial dynasty that predates time itself. This is why you've always felt like a stranger in a strange land. You carry the DNA of kings and priests from a higher dimension. Michael is showing you that the struggles you've faced with lack and poverty are actually an illegal injunction against your true nature. He is currently serving a divine eviction notice to every spirit of lack that has attached itself to your name. By carrying the mark, you are the legal heir to the abundance of the heavens. Michael is showing you the vaults of heaven that have your name written on them in gold. The suspense is electric. You aren't working for a breakthrough. You are working from a position of inherited victory. Michael is reminding you of your rank so that you stop begging for crumbs and start demanding your seat at the table. Are you ready to reclaim the crown that was hidden from you since the day you were born? To carry the weight of the mark, the old you must be consumed. Michael steps forward with a refiner's fire. This isn't a fire that destroys. It's a fire that purifies. He is burning away the false self, the version of you that was created by society's expectations, your parents' fears, and your own insecurities. This is the most intense part of the testing. You might feel a sense of loss or grief as these old versions of you turn to ash. But Michael is doing this to reveal the indestructible core of who you really are. He is stripping away the plastic to reveal the diamond. This is why your life feels like it's in upheaval. You are being unmade, so you can be remade in the image of a conqueror. The 1% are those who can stand in the middle of the fire and not smell like smoke. Michael is looking for that version of you that cannot be burned, cannot be bought, and cannot be broken. The suspense is at its peak. The fire is hot, but the gold is emerging. Can you feel the old, fearful parts of your soul melting away in Michael's holy presence? You are not a lone warrior. Michael now reveals the special forces that have been assigned to your specific mark. For every one chosen 1% member, There is a legion of protection stationed around their life. Michael is introducing you to your angelic security detail. These are the beings who have been blocking the accidents you never knew were coming, diverting the arrows of malice sent your way, and whispering your name in rooms where decisions are made. Michael is showing you that your next move is a coordinated military operation. You move, and the legions move with you. He is teaching you how to command the atmosphere. When you enter a room with the mark, the legions enter with you, clearing the space of negativity and preparing the hearts of people to favor you. The suspense is breaking into a feeling of total security. You realize you haven't been fighting alone. You've been the general on the ground for a massive invisible army. Do you feel the shift in the air as your personal legions lock shields around your destiny? Now that you are marked, Michael begins to teach you the silent language of the kingdom. The 1% do not rely on human speech. They communicate through vibration and discernment. Michael is opening your ears to hear the undercurrents of every conversation. You will start to hear what people aren't saying. When someone offers you a deal, you will hear the hidden agenda. When someone says they love you, you will feel the frequency of their heart. Michael is giving you the divine decoder ring to navigate the complexities of the sudden shift. This language is how you will recognize other members of the 1%. You will meet strangers and feel an instant, ancient connection. These are your kingdom allies. Michael is weaving a global web of the chosen, and you are a primary node in that network. The suspense is magnetic. You realize that you are never truly alone, because the silent language keeps you connected to the general and the army of light at all times. Are you ready to stop listening with your ears and start hearing with your spirit? Michael now takes you to a hidden chamber within the unseen gateway, the vault of forgotten blessings. This is where every blessing that was stolen or delayed by the enemy is kept in perfect condition. Every promotion you were denied, every resource that was blocked, and every prayer that seemed unanswered is stored here with divine interest. Michael reveals that because you carried the mark with patience, he is now authorizing a bulk release. He isn't just giving you what you asked for today. He is releasing the accumulated wealth of your entire life's journey. This is the secret of the 1%. They don't just get lucky. They receive a divine back pay. Michael is signing the release papers right now. The suspense is overwhelming as you see the sheer volume of what is about to hit your life. It's not a trickle. It's a tidal wave of restoration. Michael is ensuring that the second half of your life is so blessed that it completely erases the trauma of the first half. Can you feel the spiritual ledger being balanced in your favor right this second? As the gateway begins to vibrate with the coming dawn, Michael draws his sword for the final separation. This is the moment where the 1% are officially detached from the gravity of the old world. Michael is cutting the invisible anchors that have kept you tethered to the 99%'s mentality of fear and lack. He is performing a vibrational divorce. You might feel a sudden sense of detachment from people or places you used to hold dear. Do not panic. This is Michael protecting your new frequency. You cannot carry the old static into the new kingdom. He is setting you on a high-speed trajectory where the rules of slow growth no longer apply to you. The suspense reaches a fever pitch as the sword falls. The old world falls away, and you are left standing on a foundation of pure light. You are now officially untouchable by the lower realms. Do you feel the snap of the final chord as Michael launches you into your sovereign future? The 12th scene is not an ending. It is your coronation. Michael stands before you, and instead of a weapon, he holds a vessel of anointing oil. He pours it over your spiritual head, and it flows down to the very hem of your garment. You are now officially commissioned, marked, and empowered. Michael's voice booms through the gateway. Go forth and dominate the darkness. The earth is waiting for the manifestation of the 1%. Direct engagement, the final activation. If you have stayed until this very second, The mark on you is glowing. The gateway is recognizing your authority. To lock in this coronation and signal the legions to begin the bulk release of your blessings, smash the like button with the strength of a king-queen. Subscribe and join the Army of Light to receive your daily tactical briefings. And for the most powerful seal of all, comment, "I carry the mark," to announce your rank to the unseen realm. The testing is over. The shift has begun. Michael is walking out of the gateway with you. I will see you in the next high-level briefing. Move with authority,